all shut down too. So once it's all back to normal, we'll kind of resume that.
Right. Whenever that is, right?
Yes. Hopefully soon.
I know, right? So, next question, and the most important question, what are you sipping on?
Okay. I am sipping Crystal Ice, cherry limeade flavor
Perfect.
with ice.
I'm doing the same thing, but mine is Black Cloud, red blend from California with no ice. And here we go.
Very nice.
Let's start off with a cheers.
Fabulous.
Also, for everybody that's watching, make sure that y'all leave a comment or leave a wine glass if you're at home watching while you're sipping on wine. Cool. So, so let's hop right into it. So, first question. So, since this whole Corona thing been going on, how has it affected you in a positive way?
In a positive way, I just posted about this. Actually, because I gotta be honest, if you would have sent that message to me a month or two ago, I would have said no way. But we've been with our school, we've had to take everything online for the last 4 weeks, and that's really kind of forced me out of my comfort zone. And doing these video chats it just kind of seems like nothing anymore. So that's definitely something it's taught me. And just to be flexible, honestly.
Yeah. So I'm sure you know, or even if you don't, me myself, I am a brand new graduate from the aesthetic school as of last month.
Yes.
And I had so many plans and so much stuff lined up. And actually, the week that we were supposed to be done, that's when this whole thing had happened. So we had to like push our graduation. Like, luckily we got everything done right in time, like literally right in time.
Wow.
And everything, but like, you know, for me, I still got to, take the state boards and everything. So it's.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So it's absolutely no telling what's about to happen.
That's crazy. So your plans have kind of been put on hold as well.
All the way. Because right now I'm a licensed barber.
Okay.
So that is my main stream of income, but I can't even work, as a barber anymore. But I'm actually trying to transition from being a licensed barber to fully transition into full-time aesthetics. So,
okay. How long have you been a barber?
I've been a licensed barber since 2015.
Okay, so a minute. What made you want to do aesthetics?
You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna be honest. It was one Saturday because I do own my own barber studio, but it was one Saturday. I had a long week. After standing up and everything, I just looked in the mirror and I was like, man, like, do I see myself doing this same thing 5 years from now? Because for me and barbering, I'm definitely like more result driven rather than just, trying to get people in and out the chair.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of got to a point to where I'm like, okay, even for me, being from getting out of barber school until the point where I was at before I started esthetician school, I had already marked all of my goals off of my checklist within my short career. So now, I'm looking at myself like, okay, am I going to continue to go through go through the motions, or am I going to push myself in order to reach a whole new, height and set whole new goals for myself? So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I have several of my students that have logged in to watch this. And we were actually just talking a little while ago. They asked me, have you ever had a male student?
Oh, yeah,
And I've never had a male student. Can you tell us a little bit about, like, were you the only male in your class?
I was the only male in my class. And it's so crazy because, from the first day of class all the way, like, to the last day of class, like, the girls that was in my class, they say that they love it so much that they did have a male in there because it kind of like cut through like a lot of the unnecessary drama.
Okay.
And everything, and you know, I don't know. They say I kind of like level everything out.
Yeah.
You know, so but through the whole program, had absolutely no issues, no problems until literally my last client on the last day of our clinical.
I saw your video about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So even with that, that actually, you know, and you know, you saw the video. So you know, at first I looked at it like, oh man, like why now? But I'm pretty sure, you know, as I get more into the career and actually start, you know, building up my business, I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure that, you know, more incidents like that is gonna come, and pretty much I just know how to handle it and know how to go forth. So
Yeah. Yeah. A great way for you to just kind of educate them on
right,
that. Now, this is something I was thinking. Are you wanting to focus on treating male skin or skin?
skin.
All skin.
All skin, because
That's
that's the thing.
awesome.
Because that's the thing. Because a lot of people thought that I just went into esthetician school just so I can add that to my barbering services for
Mm-hmm.
men. But that's not what I want to do, because I don't want to be put underneath that category as a barber that does skincare.
Right.
I actually want to be a esthetician that's doing aesthetics.
I have a professional license and yeah.
So
Okay, well, I want a facial from you. Girls who are on here, raise your hand if you want a facial from Skin with Ralph Cole.
yeah, I would love to. And so where is it that you're located?
I'm in St. George, Utah.
I've
So
never been to Utah.
we're in the very bottom of Utah. We're about like an hour and 45 minutes from Las Vegas.
Mm. Okay, so right now I'm in Seattle,
Okay.
but I'm planning on moving to North Carolina. I was planning on moving to North Carolina later on this year, but of course, since this whole Corona thing hit, I got to figure everything out again.
Yeah.
But I am looking to do a lot of traveling and also continue to network. So I would definitely love to come visit even your school. I would love to come visit your school and your students too. So
Yes, we would love that. We would love that.
definitely, definitely. So so that's in it.
Yeah, it really is. It's crazy.
Yeah. So got you into, you know, skincare.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure, you know, as I get more into the career and actually start, you know, building up.
I love doing makeup or I love taking care of my own skin and I really don't have a great story like that. My mom's an esthetician. I'm pretty sure my mom's on here. Hi, Mom.
Hey, mom.
um, my mom's been an esthetician since I was like 14.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law owns a hair salon. I have a sister-in-law who's a barber, another sister-in-law who's a cosmetologist. So I've
Right.
lose you.
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay. Yeah, not a fan of doing hair, and the opportunity kind of just came up for me to attend aesthetic school, and I literally thought, well, worst case scenario, I have a professional license and I can go get, nail polish and hairspray at
right,
professional pricing.
right.
But I got into it and I just loved it. I don't know if you're familiar, but in the state of Utah, it's actually a two-tier license. So there's a basic esthetician
Mm-hmm.
and then a master esthetician. So I did both programs, really, really loved it, and then had the opportunity to stay on as an instructor, and that's kind of what I fell in love with.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same here in Washington State too, to where we got
Okay,
the
yeah.
regular aesthetics and they got the master set, and I went through the master aesthetics program. So
Okay,
yeah.
very cool.
Now I will say that before I went into school, I did not know how much science like is into like skincare, like or
Yeah,
just the skin period. Like even with the epidermis, like it's nothing but two like sheets of paper thick, but like it got so many different layers and so much going on. It's so much science that's in it.
yeah, it really is. It's crazy.
Yeah. So so what would you let me see. So for new students that's coming fresh in school, what is some things that like you would like recommend to them or like words of advice?
Okay, so something that I like to tell all my new students is two things.
Mhm.
Number one, don't have any expectations. Like, just come in those doors, because, you know, a lot of times people they come in and they think, oh, I just want to do lash extensions. Mm-hmm. And then they try doing lash extensions and it turns out not their favorite thing. But if they've come in with like an open mind and they're just really willing to learn everything else, usually along the way, they'll find something else that they're really passionate about.
Right.
So that's number one, is just to come in with like an open mind and be a sponge, just soak up everything that you're learning. Mm-hmm. And my number two is to do everything with intention. Mm-hmm. You know, like when you're studying, be intentional when you're studying. Mm-hmm. When you're taking notes, when you're with that client, be very, very intentional. Be in that moment, right, because that's powerful.
Right, it is. Actually, it was a treatment that we did with the lymphatic draining,
okay,
and everything. And like when we did it as a class, then it's great that you said powerful, because like you can just feel the emotion and like how much you can connect to the client, especially like when you actually into it and like you actually giving your client nothing but positivity and everything. Your client can feel that.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And your client can also feel if you're doing this and thinking about what's for lunch, you know, they feel that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's very important that you are, you know, telling students about, you know, being intentional about everything that you do. So yeah, that is a very good thing. What would you recommend to, you know, brand new graduate students such as myself that's actually about to jump into the industry, maybe looking for a job or looking to open up my own or whatnot?
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, you are just freaking nailing like your branding. You know what I mean? You have that logo. It looks so good, so sharp. You're hopping on Instagram all the time, so consistent. And when we were talking before, I remember like, you're one to watch, Ralph Cole. You're one to watch. You're going places.
Thank you.
So I would say be open, like say yes to opportunities that come your way, even maybe if it's not somewhere that you want to end up ultimately. Any position that you can take or any job that you can accept is going to teach you something. Right. Even if it's, okay, I don't want to do that, at least you've learned something. So I would say be open and say yes to opportunities that come your way.
Speaking of opportunities, I didn't know about all of the different things that, you know, being an esthetician can do. Like, you know, that it range from you working on resorts, you can work on cruise ships, you can be an educator, you can be, you know, be a product representative, you know, everything. Like you can teach at schools and everything. And
yeah, make your own products. Lots
of
opportunities.
That too. I know for me, one thing that I'm actually trying to do, and this is I'm actually using this time to take advantage of it and do these interviews, because one goal of mine is to actually like have my own TV show.
Okay.
And everything, pretty much doing the same thing, to where, you know, I can create a platform to where other, you know, people that's in the skincare industry can come up and get the exposure, or, you know, people that, you know, own their own, you know, product line, they can come up and, you know, talk and everything. So I'm definitely looking to do that, because I don't see you know, we got the Dr. Pimple Poppers that, you know, brought exposure to, you know, the skincare industry, and, you know, like the Dr. Oz's and all of that, but we don't have like an actual talk show strictly for, you know, estheticians.
Yeah, so I love that. And I love that it kind of just helps take away that competition mindset and really kind of just creates a community, which honestly, that's what it comes down to.
Right. Because I love that. So like what would you say like one of your personal favorite treatments to give?
Waxing.
You love waxing?
I love waxing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you do sugaring?
I've done sugaring. I don't like it as much as waxing.
Okay.
It's not my favorite.
Why is that? Because like you gotta rewire your muscles and your mind to like go in the direction. Yeah. So I did a couple of videos on waxing. It's crazy because like before I recorded the video, I had it down pat, but for the first time that I did it, when I recorded it, it didn't go good. So I said, all right, why not just keep it and post it, you know? But okay, so question of the day for you. What is how can I switch it up? You know what? No, because everybody else is different. What is your in the perfect world for you? What is your definition of success?
Hmm. Perfect definition of success. I would say
And your
my,
students is asking a lot of questions too. I like
yeah,
that.
those are my girls.
Yeah.
My perfect definition of success would be how you help others.
Mm,
What are you doing to help others achieve their success? That's, I don't know, to me, that's kind of that's ultimate success for me, is to help other people get to where they want to be.
right. And that's really what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about, you putting yourself in a position to where you can, help others to succeed in whatever it is that they want to succeed. Hence why me creating this platform, that's what I'm trying to
Yes.
do.
Which is why I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much.
Yeah, and plus too, I'm kind of taking advantage of, me being a rare male esthetician. So I'm like, okay, why look at other estheticians, especially in the women dominant industry, why
Mm-hmm.
look at them as competition when I can actually help them with what they're already doing?
Yeah,
So
I love it.
yeah, yeah. So okay, so I went through your page and I found the post, which would be
Uh-oh.
my next segment called "Explain That Post."
Okay,
All right, you ready?
let's see.
All right. So explain this post.
Okay, so that's in Mexico. That's in Tulum, Mexico, at the resort where we had our first retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So this was kind of my way of announcing that the retreat to my followers on my personal page, because I have a separate page for the retreat. So this was kind of my way of announcing it. Um, that way, I kind of like to work behind the scenes.
Right, right.
So that kind of took it. It took a lot to post.
Yeah, yeah. So at your retreats, usually what kind of events and everything take place?
So we have just different types of education, just different people in the industry, educators from the industry, estheticians who, are really great at facial massage or really great at treating acne or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They come and share their skills. Something that makes Skin Soul Retreat a little bit unique is that we do practice hands-on skills as well. So it's not just a sales pitch or buy this product or buy this machine or something like that. We're practicing actual hands-on skills
Right.
um, by other estheticians in the industry. And then another thing that we focus on is kind of business skills oh, sorry, beauty business skills. So getting a business set up in the industry, no one really tells you, what's a deduction? How do I use a deduction? How do I set up my business? So
Right.
we kind of focus on those things as well.
Okay. Cool, cool, perfect. So that leads me to my next question. What do you see as far as when it comes to the retreats? What do you see your retreats being 5 years from now?
Hmm. I would love I would love to do more than one a year and
Mm-hmm.
in multiple locations so that a lot of people have access to it and are able to do it. I think that as estheticians, so the retreat is kind of two things. It's like a little bit of self-care, vacation, and then education. So I think a lot of estheticians, we focus on taking care of other people, taking care of other people's skin, and sometimes we forget about ourselves. So that's kind of part of it.
Yeah.
So allowing a lot of estheticians to take part in that, but then also a great way to continue their education, because we all know how important that is.
Mm-hmm.
But also network to create that community.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you said, for estheticians, we take care of people all the time, but we never take care of ourselves. Even for me, I'm a barber, and I'll go weeks without even think about cutting my own hair or tying myself up, which I'm fine with it. I really truly don't care. The only time I really, do it is when I'm about to, present myself in a way. But
Hmm.
um, but that's good. That's good. And hopefully, I get the next invite
Yes.
to your retreat.
Yes.
Cool.
Please join us.
I would. I would love to. So before I go on to the next segment, I would love to go through and read some of the questions that your students is asking.
Okay.
So
Let's
okay.
see.
So somebody got water. Um, have you got that fancy barbershop in Vegas? You got to that fancy barbershop in Vegas. Someone asked about a barbershop in Vegas.
Yeah, Morgan, I don't think I have.
Hmm. Logic, what's up, man? Let me see. We need more male Estes. Yes, we do. I'm trying to, open that up because I know that a lot of men, we don't look at, estheticians as like a manly thing. So the
Yeah.
fact that, me, being in the position that I'm in, maybe they'll open up the doors for other men to feel comfortable in going to esthetician school or even start to go to, estheticians. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, sacrificing myself in a way.
You're the pioneer in the field.
I'm trying to, I gotta get all the cups, all the cuts and scrapes. Will you keep a few original clients from barbering? Um, what's crazy is that I would love to connect the two together, but in a way, I'm not gonna do the services at my studio. I actually want something that's totally different because I don't want people to. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to where, like, let's say if like one of my clients was to come to me for a haircut, but while he's there, he asked me if he can get a facial. Well, I mean, and it's not all about the money, but mentally, the client will be thinking, okay, I'm gonna pay a haircut price for a facial because they're not gonna think about all the different things that a full facial treatment comes with. So
Hmm.
for me, I'm planning on actually separating the two. So I got my barbering and I got my aesthetics.
Okay.
So would I like to bring some of my clients over to this settings? Of course, I'm definitely gonna introduce them to it. I'm gonna talk to them about it. Even the whole time that I have been in school, I've been talking to my clients about it, and a lot of them is waiting for me to start doing the services. So
Cool. Yeah, facial treatments are a lot more expensive than a haircut.
exactly.
I mean, like supply wise for you as the business owner.
And it's not even that. Like let's take something like dermaplaning, right? Which is something that I love to do. And I
Hmm.
look at it to where for my barbering, I'm using a straight razor, and I understand that it's different blades, but it's still a straight razor. But
Hmm.
I'm using a straight razor on each and every last one of my clients, and I look at that price, and then I look at dermaplaning, and I look at that price. So I'm like, I'm cheating myself.
Oh yeah.
So it's really all about your perspective of it. I feel like.
Hmm.
What's Ralph's favorite chemical peel? Um, my favorite chemical peel. I would say, mm, I'll probably say lactic, maybe.
I
But the only line that that I'm familiar with when it comes to the chemical peel is Lyra Clinical. So
Lyra. Okay.
yeah, yeah, and
I've used Lyra.
I absolutely love Lyra. For the school that I went to, we use Lyra, is clinical, Fedocion, and I want to say exuviance. But I know that there's a lot of other product lines out there that I do need to try, and I'm gonna eventually get to it, or even talk to the people that use the products, and test it out as I go.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the spa show, the International Beauty Show?
Um, I haven't. So okay, so within my barbering career, I was a brand ambassador, and I was doing like the IBS shows and
Okay.
Chicago Pro shows and everything. But as a barber, and at
Uh-huh.
that time, I was working with some estheticians, but at that time I didn't even pay attention to the esthetician stuff.
Okay.
But I am definitely looking to start going to more shows and more events for the skincare and esthetician side of it. So I can help.
Yeah, that's a great place to, test out some product lines or just see all of them that are out there.
Yeah, in a perfect world, I would actually like to, see about getting a booth and having it to where, while I'm there, I do my interviews there. Go
Yes.
live and, just, you know, really, really go forward.
That'd be amazing.
Let's see. So they say you got a great way to learn the 7 layers. 7 layers.
Kelsey's giving away my secrets. Yeah, we make a 7-layer bean dip for the 7 layers of the skin.
Right. I'm definitely gonna have to try fly out there and try that.
Yes.
Let me see. Did your fellow students let you practice Brazilian waxing? So when it came to the Brazilian
Good
waxing,
question.
we didn't get okay. So for me, luckily, I'm trying to use the right word. I'm not gonna say luckily, but we did have a student that was comfortable. Let me say this: my whole class was comfortable with me, especially with me being a man, because everything I do it professional, and I never gave anyone any kind of idea, any kind of feeling otherwise.
Right.
So we did have a student that did feel comfortable in being a model for us to see how a Brazilian wax is done. But for me myself, I'm not going to be doing no kind of Brazilian waxing at all whatsoever, because that could. I'm not even trying to put. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
I'm not even trying to put myself in no kind of situation or no kind of predicament. So I'm not gonna be doing no kind of Brazilian waxing. So let me see. Read our questions out loud. Morgan, I just did. The last thing I want to do after the 12 is wash my own face. Exactly. How do you get the info for your retreat? That's a question for you.
Awesome. It's the retreat has a Instagram page. It's Skin Soul Retreat at Skin Soul Retreat. You can find it in my bio. I'm pretty sure it's in my bio. So if you go to my profile, Elevated.esthetician, you can see it there. It's a little bit slow. The page is a little bit slow right now because I don't have any information, but follow along there. So any announcements that are made, they'll be made there.
Yep. All right, cool. So I think that was it for the questions, and the other ones was just comments. And by the way, I definitely appreciate all of your students and everything that definitely logged in. Students, make sure that y'all share this video, or once I actually post it on my story, see if you can record it and probably send some clips in and everything like that, because me going live, I'm not able to record it, and I wish
Oh,
I wish I could record each and every episode so that I could put it on my YouTube page, but
dang, I didn't know that. That's too bad.
I know, right? So I do have a segment of the show to where it's called the Big Ten.
Okay.
So the Big Ten is rapid questions to where I ask you, and it's just an either or, and you have to choose either or. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So first question: grits or oatmeal?
Oatmeal.
Salt and vinegar chips or sour cream and onion?
Salt and vinegar.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Martin or Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Call or text?
Text.
Love or money?
Make sure my husband's not here. Money. Just kidding. I want a little bit of both.
You can fall in love with the money.
There you go.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Paper or plastic?
Paper.
Gotta be careful on them. That's a trick. So this is the last one, and with this last one, you have to pick either or, and also you have to explain why.
Okay, well, I've seen some of these, and I'm scared of what I'm gonna pick.
Don't be scared.
I'm not doing either.
You don't have to. The last
okay,
one,
okay.
The last one she decided to do it on her own. But if you want to, I'll do it with
you. No.
Sing or dance? And why?
I'm terrible at both, but I'm going to choose dancing.
And why is that?
Because I can't sing. I love music, but my way to love music is to dance to the music, not to sing to the music.
I got you, because everybody can't sing. You know what's crazy? I feel like everybody can sing because one of my favorite singers is Louis Armstrong, and he got such a unique voice. But if Louis Armstrong believed that he couldn't sing, then he would have never became one of the most iconic voices to ever sing.
That's true. Open mind.
There you go. There you go. So real quick, when it comes to besides the retreat, do you and besides being an educator, are you working in the treatment room or spa anywhere?
You know, I'm not in the treatment room too much anymore. When I started teaching, I was seeing a few clients, mostly doing Brazilian waxing and chemical peels and a few spray tans here and there. Mm-hmm. But I'm really not in the treatment room too much. I'm kind of focusing on a couple other avenues. I just launched an online course that helps estheticians kind of take control of their social media accounts and create unique content so that they're not using stock photos and stuff like that. So I'm not in the treatment room. I'm just kind of, focusing on other aspects of the industry.
Gotcha. Okay. So when it comes to your retreat, right? So I'm gonna give you a scenario and you have a minute, right? It doesn't have to be correct. There's no right or wrong answer, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a minute, and let's say that you at a big corporation building, you just hopped in the elevator, and a multi-millionaire walked into the elevator with you, and y'all going up to the 50th floor. So you're gonna be with this millionaire for a minute, and let's say if you're trying to get him to invest into your retreat, right?
Okay. So my elevator speech, right?
Your elevator speech.
My students are gonna roast me because I make them do this, and I'm gonna do terrible at it.
That's fine. Like I said, it's not even about being right or wrong, but it's about you just being you and you just being comfortable in saying whatever it is that you need to say. All right. So,
okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Ready, set. The floor is yours.
Hello, Mr. Millionaire. I am Shari Tamietti. I am a master esthetician and I am an educator in the industry. I love helping other estheticians find their place in this big beauty world. And a way that I do that is through an educational retreat called Skin Soul Retreat. This is a vacation cleverly disguised as education. And we help estheticians build their brands, build their beauty businesses, perfect their hands-on skills, and network with each other to create a community. And I would love to talk to you more. Here's my business card. Boom.
You did amazing. All the students that's watching, make sure you give her a round of applause. Everything. So, all right, so for once again, I definitely enjoy every second that you was up here, and I definitely appreciate you for being a guest on my show. Hopefully, one day I'm gonna speak it into existence when I do get my TV show.
That's right.
I would love for you to come up and be a guest so that you can tell people about the retreat.
Absolutely.
Well,
and my TSI girls, my Skin Institute girls, will be waiting for you to come visit us.
Make sure all of y'all go follow me. right now.
Yes.
Make sure y'all go follow me. So real quick before we hop off, can you let everybody that's watching know who you're doing the interview with, and
Yes.
also give them a good pitch.
Awesome. Okay, here I am with Skin with Ralph Cole. So excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I am Shari Tamietti. I am a master esthetician and aesthetics instructor in the state of Utah. I am also the creator of Skin Soul Retreat. So if you are looking for an opportunity to network with like-minded estheticians and expand your knowledge, come on vacation with us for our next retreat.
Perfect. Let's finish it off with a toast.
I didn't do so great.
It's all good. I appreciate it, and I definitely would love to have you as a guest again, whether it's on Instagram Live or in person.
Absolutely.
So I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Everybody have
Bye,
a good one.
girls.